and recognition in his career, such as Seva Gaurav Award by Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandal in 2014, Dronacharya Award by Lions Club Aurangabad in 2012, Guruvarya Award by Rotary Club Aurangabad in 2011. Having such a leader is truly inspiring for all of us. Now I request Dr. Ullas Shurkar sir to address us. Over to you, sir.
Sir, your audio is off.
Audio is off.
Before requesting Majumdar sir to start the session, I would like to introduce him.
Sachin, I am audible. Sachin, I am audible.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Now it is
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Yes, sir. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Sorry for the technical discrepancy.
Now it happens. Yes.
Yeah, it happens.
Hmm.
I'm really very happy that Majumdar sir is with us.
Thank you.
When I gone through his profile, biodata on LinkedIn, the conventional resume and all thing, he's such a really great person, and really we are blessed today that we are having a chance to interact with Majumdar sir. Before starting of this session, we are talking in a formal way. And yes, I got today is the best day in the history of Devgiri. That something good takeaway will be there. I'm really happy to welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
And definitely this will be what you are sharing with the students about your life journey. In the first session and second session, we are planning in the month of August where technical thing will be there. Not only the students, but my faculty, me, will be also benefited with your knowledge sharing. So thank you once again, sir, to be with us. Thank you. Over to you, Sachin.
Thank you, sir. Before requesting Majumdar sir to start the session, I would like to introduce him. He is a graduate mechanical engineer from Bengal Engineering College, Shibpur, Calcutta in 1986 and postgraduate diploma in materials management from Annamalai University in 1997. He has received 6 Sigma Master Black Belt from Indian Statistical Unit, Lean Black Belt from Kennametal, USA. He has 33 years of regional and global experience in multiple executive roles in profit and loss management, growth strategy, operational management, new product development, enterprise operating system deployment, operational excellence. He has worked with both Indian and MNCs like Anand Automotive, ABB, Saint-Gobain, Tata Auto Components, Kennametal, and YG1. Some of the key responsibilities in his careers are Managing Director, Board Member, and Senior Vice President at YG Cutting Tools Corporate Private Limited, Bangalore. Group Vice President at Birla Precision Technologies Limited, Aurangabad. Vice President Operations at Kennametal India Limited, Bangalore. General Manager at Tata Auto Component Systems Limited, Pune. Senior Manager Quality, Safety and World-Class Manufacturing at Saint-Gobain, Bangalore. Sir has been conducting training since 1997 on total quality management, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, total productive maintenance, strategic planning, problem solving tools, quality function deployment, profitability enhancement in his own organization and outside organizations like IIM Calcutta, Institute of Engineers, CIA, HMA, Mitsubishi Elevators, etc. He had conducted trainings in India, China, Singapore, Germany, Australia, Taiwan, and USA, benefiting more than 3,200 people so far for business leaders to workmen. He led, coached, and mentored more than 2,000 improvement projects that have generated financial benefit of more than 40 million US dollar and won national and global awards many times at NIQR, CII, QCI, Symbiosis Institute, St. Gobain Corporate India, and Kennametal. He leads, coaches, and mentor teams for successfully implementing global systems and best practices like ISO 9001, ISO 14001, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, total quality management, Kaizen, total productive maintenance, operational excellence, risk assessment, and cost of quality. Such a stalwart in the field of cutting tool and operational excellence we are having today. I request Majumdar sir to begin the session. Before that, I request all faculties and students to post their questions in the chat box. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Agrawal, for
Thank
your
you, sir.
kind words.
Thank you, sir.
And as I shared with Dr. Shivurkar and Professor Deepak, I will be sharing, focusing my basically the career journey in industry for almost 3.5 half decades. And you will see the different ups and downs in my career and how I have tried to manage that. Some of my success stories also in different organizations. And also I will summarize my learning. At different point of time, I will share some of my learning from different organizations. And also at the end, I will summarize my learning and some of my advice to you so that you become a successful industry leaders. Okay. I was born in Gaya in Bihar almost 56 years ago. Father was working with FCI Sindri, Fertilizer Corporation of India Sindri. We started in 1951, the first FCI after independence, which is now under Jharkhand. In 1975, at the age of 10, I came to stay with my aunt's house in Calcutta, my father's elder sister, for better education. It was a difficult decision for my parents, but for my better education, they took the decision. I completed secondary in a school in eastern part of Calcutta, higher secondary in a Ramakrishna Mission, and then mechanical engineering from Bangalore Engineering College in 1986. Currently, this institute is known as Indian Institute of Engineering Science and Technology, an independent university now. My younger brother is also a mechanical engineer from Jadavpur University and went to USA in 1989 to study MS, then PhD, and now settled in USA since then. My parents came to stay with me in Nasik in 1989 after my father retired. I joined my first organization, is campus placement at Nasik, along with one of my classmates in a company called Tractel Tier 4. They manufacture link chains and lifting tackles. Within 2-3 days, we realized that we have made a blunder in joining this organization. Caustic work culture, no standard system, command and control environment by few leaders. And we are the only graduate engineers there. Our boss was less qualified, diploma holder, and that created a lot of fissures among our relationship. Most of the times being ill-treated at the smallest opportunity in front of others openly. Expected yes sir behavior, which I refused to, because I came from engineering colleges, so difficult to accept all those things. But we learned some engineering processes, good practices like tool room, extrusion, spot welding, heat treatment, etc. Had good relations with most of the colleagues, but I suffered by trusting few people also, whom I shared all my happiness and disliking, and that used to reach my boss, and the ill treatment used to increase. That is the lack of experience in the industry. Okay. After a year, I wrote to my father that I cannot continue and I need your help to get a job in your organization. He was working in a Sindri fertilizer. Okay, he agreed, but asked me to think again, come back or try there for 1 more year. That is the option he gave me. I decided to take the second option and finally got another job in Nasik at Anand Automotive, earlier known as Perfect Circle Victor Limited, in Satpur industrial area. They make piston rings after 2.5 years, and it was a great relief for me. Okay. What I learned in my first organization: inquire enough about a company before choosing that company to join. Early joining does not mean faster growth. Listen to your parents. Don't scold or belittle others and employees in front of others. No good people will stay back. Don't trust everyone blindly. Decide what to share and what not to share, particularly your opinion or feeling about others. Have the will to fight back from difficult situation. Your time will come. Bad beginning does not mean no good days ahead or you cannot grow from there. I joined PCV here as a shift in charge, Anand Automotive now. It was more systematic, though not the best, but still much more systematic. Learned many new processes and process control techniques. Used to work in 3 shifts. Had made very good rapport with the workmen. Used to learn from them. Here also, some of the shift supervisors in charges were old people, BCom or BSc, not happy with my joining. Used to complain to plant head, but he never entertained them because he was a graduate engineer and very positive person. If I ask him that, sir, what happened, sir, what they were telling about me, he would say, don't worry, Subrata, people who work, they only make mistakes, others not. Just keep doing good work. Output from my shift used to be the highest most of the time. I took initiative to save cost by regrinding scrap insets from one operation and successfully used in another operation. All senior leaders were very happy and appreciated my self-initiative. After 2 years, transferred to purchase and vendor development. First time meeting people outside the organizations because I used to visit vendors. Learned how MSME organizations are run and managed. Met some of my best bosses in the industry, leaders who work with my career, the general manager, the plant head, the quality and technical head, the purchase head. Okay. General manager, okay, he was a highly qualified person. He once told my father during a family meet, your son will go far in his career. My father was overjoyed. What I learned in this organization: focus on work and learning and contributing more and more. Take self-initiatives. You will be noted and recognized. Treat others with respect. You will get respect. Motivate your subordinates to excel in their work. They can perform 125% or outperform themselves. I used to pass some of the big and reputed Indian global organizations nearby in that industrial area in Satpur, like Mahindra, Myco, ABB, VIP, Seattle, Crompton Greaves. And I used to think that if I get a job here, I will settle down in Nasik permanently. The day arrived after a few years. ABB was looking for supplier quality engineer, and I got selected due to my vendor development experience. I met my second worst boss there, head of incoming quality, where I was attached to. Again, the problem was he was a diploma holder and not happy with the thought that I might overtake him after some years. I did not know what to do except going through mental harassment frequently. I learned a lot of very good global systems, practices, as ABB is a very good global organization, as many engineering processes, machining, fabrication, molding, casting, assembly, heat treatment, surface treatment. Okay, all those things I learned there. Some people will be unprofessional everywhere. I was fortunate to get full support of my general manager, who was the head of that unit there. Supplier quality was a key activity there because 80% of the items were subcontracted for medium voltage switchgear and circuit breaker. Other department HODs used to like me and my work. I had a great career success there, reduced percentage rejection from almost 17% incoming quality to less than 3% in 2 years. Then, at the advice of the GM, I developed self-certified green channel suppliers, which no other ABB units in India could do. Due to constant harassment by my immediate boss, even after good work, I decided to leave and join nearby another good organization. I will not name that after 3 years. My father said, no, you cannot leave a battle without winning it. Your GM likes you, trusts you, giving you challenging assignment, complete that and then leave. When my father was diagnosed with lung cancer after some years, I got great moral support from the general manager. He also has undergone similar experience many years ago. I met him and started crying. He shared his experience and told me to forget all work and focus on my father's statement. Your salary will be deposited without leave, without pay. That is what he told me. I felt like seeing a god. I continued in ABB for many years. I became manager also. But things changed over time and I was stagnated in my position. Once I met a vice president of ABB automation segment in Bangalore. I never met him earlier and asked if he can help. That there is an opportunity in Bangalore or other locations. Can I get it somewhere? He asked him. He listened and finally said one thing. Beggars can't be choosers. I understood and left ABB to join Grandwell Norton in Bangalore as senior manager and head of quality, safety, and world-class manufacturing for 3 SBUs in 2004. They make grinding wheels, smaller ones, non-woven products, and diamond wheels there, the 3 units which I was attached to. What I learned in last so many years in ABB, don't leave job when you are down, but leave when you may have accomplished something. Support your people when they are in distress. You will earn goodwill and guaranteed best performance for a lifetime. Learn to manage your boss without compromising self-esteem, but sometimes let it go. You will be proven right eventually. Don't miss learning opportunities as it comes your way. Don't spend time gossiping, bitching about others, your seniors' company, when you have time. Rather, look for more work, even read good books. It will pay you for sure in future. You are being watched, remember that, by leaders. Good companies don't prefer negative people in the leadership position. Then, in Grandwell Norton, first time I learned continuous manufacturing and its key performance indicators. I learned and implemented many global practices like Six Sigma, Lean, TPM, Balanced Scorecard, Cost of Quality in that company. I was empowered by my boss, head of all 3 SBUs. He was the head of all 3 SBUs and I was reporting to him to decide, plan and perform. So he gave me complete empowerment. He did not like approaching him and take permission for every small thing, which I was used to in my previous company. But he did not like that. A great leadership quality of trusting people. I consciously decided to move from quality role to operational excellence role for a better future. India was changing and moving towards excellence. On my own, I learned Master Black Belt in Six Sigma from ISI Bangalore. My boss permitted and sponsored that. In 3 years, I could contribute in improving operational performance like productivity, quality, cost, safety, employee engagement significantly. But unfortunately, my boss left. And also, it was a finance-driven organization because the CEO was he was a finance person. So mostly it is a finance-driven organization. Other functions heads can't go beyond a point. That was the culture. One day, I got a call when I was in a market in Bangalore from Tata Auto Component Systems HR function. And they offered me that they said that there is a vacancy as General Manager, Corporate Quality and Operational Excellence in Pune, in their corporate office in Law College Road. They must have heard about me from somewhere because I did not approach them. During interviews, I was asked about my improvements, what improvements I have done in my career in Grandwell Norton in last 3 years and how I have done that. I shared many projects, Lean Six Sigma and many other improvement initiatives which I took and was successful. And that person who was interviewing me was my future boss, which I was not aware of. And I was selected from senior manager directly to general manager. What is my learning? Trust good people. They feel more accountable, self-conscious to perform better. They will not fail you. Invest on your people for learning and development. Improve your networking within and outside the organization, which I was not very good at. But urging you to focus on this area, very important for career growth. Create your own self-identity by continuously learning more, contributing more. Be self-motivated. Don't worry much about the outward motivation. It is your life. You know your dream and what you want to achieve. Look for opportunity to do more, not just when your boss tells you. Don't make yourself a boss-dependent career. That will make your CV stronger, increase your market value with more learning and contribution. Then when I joined TACO, Tata Auto Component, it is known as TACO, my boss told me, decide what is good for the company, good for multiple SBUs. They have multiple SBUs, okay, and help them become more competitive and perform better. That is the only guideline he gave. It was a big job for me. From supporting 3 business units to almost 10 business units, more plants, from plants to corporate role of a large organization. They have mostly joint ventures with global auto component giants, like from Europe, from Japan. I worked with business heads, operations heads, quality heads to implement good quality systems, operation system as per the customer requirement from Toyota, Renault, Tata Motors, General Motors, Ford, etc. Started Six Sigma training and projects execution support. I started this initiative there. I used to sit hardly at corporate office, mostly visiting various units and working with them, helping them. That was what people also at the unit liked and appreciated. I went to AOTS center in Osaka, Japan, and learned TQM there, 15 days course. Visited Toyota plant in Toyota, and that is a once in a lifetime experience, the best plant in the world. After about 2 years, when I was reviewing some projects in one of the SBU in Chakan, I got an unexpected call from my boss of Grandwell Norton, who was my boss but who left. He had joined Kennametal India as MD. He wanted me to join as head of Asia Pacific Operational Excellence or Manufacturing Excellence initially. India, China, and Israel plants. That was that he offered me. I was in a dilemma. Just came to Pune, and my daughter was in class 9, studying in a good school. My son is in class 3. But it was an attractive role and first offer for a regional international leadership role. I have never done that. After a lot of deliberation and discussion with my wife and few well-wishers, I decided to accept that role. And then my family used to stay there in Pune, and I was in Bangalore because my daughter has to complete her secondary exam. And they moved to Bangalore after 1.5 years. Okay, I stayed in Bangalore for almost 1.5 years alone. So what I learned there, your work, success stories, and contributions of the past only count, nothing else. Understand the leadership role and responsibilities and think what you can contribute better than others of the past. What new initiatives you can bring and take the units to next level of excellence. People will always remember you. Then in Kennametal, when I joined, it was a whole new world. I became head of Asia Pacific Operational Excellence also after 2 years, which is plant as well as non-manufacturing functions, like regional offices, sales, marketing, HR, finance, design center, warehouses across Asia Pacific. And I became an important member of global team, leadership team. Visited multiple Asia Pacific countries 4 or 5 times, at least 4 or 5 times every year I used to visit there. Okay, and including some European countries like Israel and Germany and headquartered in USA every year, almost during my stay there. All my past efforts, which I have learned so far to develop my skill and competencies, came good now, and I performed well because of that past focus and priority learning. Earned a lot of goodwill across multiple countries. Led coast mentor more than 2,000 projects. Lot of financial benefit, which you have learned, more than $40 million in 8 years. I was conferred with Lean Black Belt from headquarters, USA. That is the highest recognition in operational excellence there. I was the only black belt in Kennametal Asia. Okay. And a lot of improvements in the areas of productivity, quality, additional sales, profitability, cash flow, okay, inventory management, okay, process excellence in all functions we could do with the support of multiple leaders there. Okay. It was a great time for me at least. And what happened during the last 2 years, I was actually aspiring to be an operations head role. So I thought that I should be heading operations now. Okay, anyway. Learning, what I learned, knowledge and skill never go waste. Only performance and contributions count. Don't follow, practice bad qualities of the incompetent leaders you might have met and worked in the past. But follow, practice good qualities that you have seen competent leaders are following. Try to learn those good things only. Aspire to head regional leadership positions one day in your career. It is a huge satisfaction and sense of accomplishment. I came in contact with some fantastic regional global leaders, learned so much from them. I became better leader, better human being. After leaving Kilometer, I worked for 2 more organizations in the subsequent 3 years. Birla Precisions, Nasik, Aurangabad. I was staying in Aurangabad and almost 1 year. And then as a VP operations, I was there for multiple SBUs. There I met Mr. Vivek Bhosle. He was a great leader, and also he has worked in their company for many years. So he used to buy guide for taking right decisions, deciding right priorities. Okay, so and also adjusting to the new culture. So because he has worked in Kilometer as well as in this company, so he knew the difference. So he helped me there. It was a great help. Then the last 2 years I was with YG Cutting Tool as head of India operations part. So other than sales, all other functions were attached to me. Okay, so that was my role. Then I got another job in Nasik, but anyway, I decided to become an independent consultant. Okay, so people in these organizations, which is Birla Precisions and this YG Cutting Tool, they were not exposed to the global best practices like what I have seen in the other MNCs earlier. But I took initiative, I trained them. Okay, I did not hire external consultant. Okay, even though I was VP and all those things, because training and developing people was always my passion. So I used to take class, I used to train them and help them in project execution also. Okay, and employees appreciated that. And some of them told me also, okay, no one in the past has invested for their learning better tools, practices, and help them to perform better. Developing people, high performance teams were always my passion, my priority as a leader. And that helped me to become more successful, because you alone cannot be successful. You need high performing teams to support you. Then only you can be more successful. 2 years before I became an independent consultant, I did not opt for or accept a CEO role in Nasik, which one of my old colleagues told me. He is currently an MD of a company and the owner was known to him as a customer. I did not have much liabilities at this point of my life. I was 54 years then. Now I'm 56 years old. And decided not to relocate again and stuck to my decision of being a freelance consultant only. I knew it would not be very smooth because there are many people in this field in the beginning. I was uncertain, but mentally prepared to go down this path for years to come, because there is no retirement. I can continue as long as my health permits. So my life goal is also different. So the learning I will share here, that be ready for any eventuality. Things always don't go as per your wish, desire, or expectations. Have faith in yourself, your parents' values and advices, your knowledge and skill sets, your character. Family support system is crucial. Move ahead with new ideas, new rigor and optimism. Better days lie ahead. During consulting career initially, I contacted many people, many contacts. When I started my consulting journey, more than maybe 1,000 maybe initially, and many from my LinkedIn contacts, classmates, all industry friends, etc. Less than 5% people responded back only. Quite a few people did not keep their own words. 4 or 5 people only helped, provided some leads, not a surprise. Slowly, I started working for CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, their training divisions, and IMTMA, Indian Machine Tool and Manufacturing Associations, and few other organizations. First year, very few activities, but wherever I conducted training, most of the participants gave excellent feedback. Then I developed many programs for CII and IMTMA in last 1 year. Many programs are repeated now due to overwhelming participants and excellent feedback. Many people used to attend now, and they are attending now also. Now, every month, I'm conducting quite a few programs in last 6-8 months, since October last year. In spite of current pandemic, double than what I used to do a year back. It seems that people again started investing in learning and improving for better days ahead. Quite a few organizations directly approached me for training. More organizations are interested to engage me and waiting for the pandemic to get over because they want me to visit their factory, their plant, and handle the implementation also, which is difficult at this point of time, maybe after 6 months. I am very happy to pass on my knowledge and experience to the next generation. Okay, that will help them to perform better and grow in their career. Over and above my earning that I deserve, it gives me a feeling of satisfaction, immense satisfaction. From uncertainty to hope, to more engagement and assignments, to optimism for the future. That is the journey of last 2 years. The learning I will share. Never lose hope, even if very few people respond to your request. Your knowledge, skill sets, hard work, planning, passion, perseverance will help you to cross over the tide, take you through to your desired goals. You cannot fail your parents, your few well-wishers, your teachers, your wife, your children, and more importantly, yourself. You have to believe yourself and live up to their and your own expectations. At this stage and age, you have nothing to lose, but only to gain. Share, coach, mentor as much as you can. Now, before I share my final learning and experience, I will just share some of the career success stories in some organizations, just for your information. Like my first Anand Automotive, there, as I told you, because of this initiative, the saving of one insert scrap, it was almost a saving of almost 1 lakh per annum during those days, 88, 89, 90, that period. And I achieved highest productions in every shift and also zero downtime due to tooling non-availability, because when I was shifted to purchase, I was responsible for providing toolings as a vendor development person, purchase person. In ABB, lot of new quality tools techniques I learned, I implemented, I trained, and huge benefits in the quality improvements, performance, both from the supplier side and also in-house and the production. Lot of defect reductions happened. And the green channel supplies was a huge success. Nobody could do that. Lot of saving in the manpower cost. Okay, and also on-time delivery, lead time reduction, inventory reductions happened due to that. Okay, company did not have to hire more and more inspectors as they grow. Suppliers also very happy because they could get additional business because of our certification or accreditations. They on their own reduced their price. Okay, I led a value engineering project. Okay, to replace copper with the aluminum in our own in-house circuit current transformer plant. And I started Six Sigma there, and over 3 years, almost 28 lakhs saving. When I joined Saint-Gobain, Grandwell Norton, there I learned lean manufacturing, and many improvement happened. The best plant we focused there, and many improvement happened in the world-class manufacturing, like multi-skill increase, lead time reductions, inventory reductions. Okay, then the on-time improvement, defect reductions, capacity utilization improvement, and then cost avoidance, cost saving. Many things happened during the good initiative. Six Sigma also parallelly was happening. Okay, so both Lean and Six Sigma and Kaizen we implemented. Our plant was adjudged as the best 5S plant in the Saint-Gobain, India, one of the best in the Saint-Gobain world. Okay, so that is what, and best practicing TPM autonomous maintenance in the Saint-Gobain, India. Okay, during that time. Okay, then also Six Sigma, a lot of projects we did. Okay, and then almost 3 crores saving due to the Six Sigma projects in the 3 years. It happened through Six Sigma initiatives. And then there also, I was focusing on a lot of training and development of teams and guiding, coaching many improvement projects. And we got certifications, all certification, 14,000, 18,000 in single year. And many new practices I implemented there, like balance-based business scorecard, okay, Frost and Sullivan manufacturing excellence, cost of poor quality, all those things I started there. Tata, I initiated Six Sigma. It was a short stint, but I initiated Six Sigma there. And I implemented many practices as required by the global auto giants. Okay, and many Six Sigma projects, they got awards in many competitions, even after my leaving there. So that is what, and Lean also I initiated to improve flow of manufacturing. In Kinemetal, as I told you, it was a great experience for me as a global person, as a regional person. Multiple plants, I was supporting almost 22 plants in India and regional offices from 12, 13 countries and 3 warehouses, 2 design centers across Asia Pacific. So many improvement in all operational matrices and the process excellence in all non-manufacturing functions happened. Okay, and people have goodwill for me because I always help them to perform better and also achieve their own success. And there was a very stiff target, both for the operational goals and the financial goals from the corporate. But with people participation, I could achieve all those goals year after year. Okay, in all the plants across Asia Pacific and the regional offices. We started a global system called K100, like Toyota Production System. Kennametal introduced the K100 Kennametal system, operating system. And I was the global member for the development team representing Asia. And then we developed that. We implemented across more than 50 plants in across world. And I was responsible for the implementation of the Asia plants. So that also was a great learning and the success stories. Okay. In Birla Precisions, as I told you, many things were new for the people. And there also a lot of productivity, quality, safety, and the on-time performance improvement happened because of this initiative. Multiple plants like tool holder plant, okay, then cutting tool plant, the casting forging plant, machining plants. There are a lot of plants I was responsible for as head of operations. So everywhere we used to have this. Good initiatives, lean TPM, good practices, world-class manufacturing practices. So there was also almost 1.2 crores saving happens, okay, in the P&L through multiple initiatives in all the 5 business units. In YG cutting tool, also the same thing I started. It is a new company. Average age of the people was only 25. So only some few HODs and I was the old people because most of them first time they're working in industry. So again, I took initiative to train them without hiring external people. Most of 90% training I used to do, all the best practices. Okay, I wanted to pass on my knowledge to the new generation. They were very happy, eager to learn. So, and they followed me, whatever I used to tell them. And we achieved a lot of improvements, again, in the operational areas, productivity, quality, on-time delivery. And also, because of these improvements, we could achieve some margin improvement. Many of our products, after 1 year, the margin improved because of the reduction of the cost of manufacturing. Okay, and here also it is a small team, but still they could save almost 87 lakhs in a year. Okay, and many strategic initiatives, strategic planning sessions we conducted there because many things were not there. So we started many things, new initiative with all engaging all people. Okay, and then finally, as I told you, 2 years before, I decided to become my own consultant, as an own consultant. Now, I will share my the last one, my final summary of what I have learned over this industrial life of 3.5 decades. From my parents, from various leaders, by attending various sessions, by visiting different parts of the world, from my family members, my well-wishers, whatever. Okay, and also who supported me and who did not support me, both. There is a learning from both. Okay, so I will just share what is my wisdom, so which I will request you to follow if possible. First, these are my advices to you. Listen to what your parents say. They are your biggest well-wishers, selfless and the die-hard supporters, maybe bigger than God. They have seen life much more than you. I did not listen to them because my father told me that I still have 3 years of job left. After BE, you please complete some higher studies, MBA or MTech, and then join job. I did not listen to him. And I have suffered. I realized that at different point of my life. But I did not want the same mistake to be repeated by some of my well-wishers. So many of my friends, son, daughter, I have suggested them, do higher studies. Okay. And then same thing I suggested my daughter. And fortunately, my daughter and those people, they listened. And they are now very happy with their career. Okay. So go for higher education, postgraduate, if possible, even after graduation or maybe after 2-3 years, MTech or MBA from good reputed institute college. I have advised many friends' children, as I told you, and my daughter, and they listen now, and they are happy. Make personal and professional goals. These are my learning because I have made mistakes. So I'm sharing with you. Targets as early as possible. Next 5-year goal, 15-year goal, 25 years goal, or what you would like to achieve at the age of 35 years, 45 years, 50 years. Make broad action plan and follow religiously. That will help you to become more productive, visionary, and overcome temporary setbacks also. Review every 2-3 years and take course correction as required. Understand the activities, skill sets, and different functions, department, domains. Decide after thorough understanding and the market information which department you want to make your career. Don't go, okay, somebody is saying go to production, go to production. Somebody say go to sales. No. Take your own informed decision. So understand the functions of all functions, the deliverable, and decide that what you like those functions and accordingly make your career. Then only you can achieve or excel in your career. Otherwise, you will struggle, which I have faced in my career. Understand the activities. Okay. First 10 years of your career, learn as many skill sets as possible. Acquire maximum knowledge. Put in maximum hard work. That will help you in the rest of your career. That is what we say, invest with an eye on return. Focus on developing relations, connect, networking, very important. Help others whenever you can, develop goodwill. Do more than what your boss says or your job description expects, JD expect. Don't wait, but look for opportunities to learn more, contribute more, and show willingness to lead. Don't look for outward motivation. Look for inward motivation that comes from your plan to achieve your dream. Visualize as if you have achieved that goal very soon or going to achieve that soon and enjoying the fruits. You will be much more mentally stronger when you visualize that. Make a list of people you admire. Analyze what quality you admire them for. Analyze how they achieved their success and overcame their failures. It can be your parents. It can be by reading some books of the autobiography or observing your leaders, teachers. Okay. It will help you to remain focused to your goals. Don't say bad things about others, bosses, company. That will be a big hurdle for your growth. Good companies do not want negative person as leaders. Invest and create your self-image brand, a knowledgeable, competent person, good human being with optimism. That is the brand you have to create. Develop good communication skill, verbal as well as non-verbal. Focus on listening. Ensure information about your success reaches the right persons in the organization. That is also important. Don't waste time. Learn new skills, acquire new knowledges whenever you have idle time. Learn to manage and deal with bad bosses, setbacks. Stay focused, but without compromising self-esteem. Good days will return. Be in the company of good people, positive-minded people, not with negative-minded people. Otherwise, you will become one of them. Avoid that trap. It is a trap, actually. Introspect is a powerful tool. Do maybe once in every week. Think, analyze what went as per plan, what you did well, and what you could have done more or better. Analyze and improve. Be responsible. This is what advice from my father. To your work, to your family, to your parents, to yourself, and to your well-wishers, and who help you in some point of your life. Contentment also is very important with whatever you achieve. Don't expect too much from others or too many people. There will be very few. Depend on your competency, develop your own market value. Good companies always want competent people, good leaders. Don't take anything for granted in life. There will be ups and downs in your career. Be ready with your plan B at different stages of your career in life if things do not happen as per original plan or what you expected. Think about many what if scenario. What if it happens? What if it happens? What if that happens? So think about what if scenarios always and be ready for that. Okay, so very important to analyze and think what if scenarios. Remember one fact. Most of the people won't be happy with your success, but it doesn't matter. Your parents, your teachers, family members will be happy with your success. That's more important. And we live for that. Many years ago, my aunt, where I was studying, I was about to appear for the secondary exam. I was 15 years old. Okay, after 6 months, I will be appearing secondary exam. And my aunt, where I stayed with her family for 5 years. She told me, I was having some, I think lunch or breakfast, I forgot. She told me, standing there, if you do well in the exam, your parents will be happy. If you do badly in the exam, the world will be happy. Whom do you want to make happy? You decide. I got the message. At that age, I was, as I told you, 15 years old. It was a life-changing message. Focus on your health and safety. Same for your family and employees. Ethics and compliance are paramount, non-negotiable. Never indulge that. Excel in planning and execution. Focus on creating wealth from the beginning. Very important. Within your means, of course. Wisely invest with an eye on return. Save, but don't become a miser. It will help you to be at different stages of your life, your health or your family's health, education for your children, improving quality of your life. You can become entrepreneur after some time, maintain good quality of life, even if when you are earning, okay, even if you are not there, your family will be leading a better quality of life. This is part of your responsibility. Happiness in your family is critical to achieve career success. Your wife is truly your better half. Finally, remember, your children should be more successful than you. Advice and wish of my parents, and that happened. With their sacrifice, hard work, wisdom, right values and guidance, they have sacrificed a lot. Okay, my father was only maybe a government servant. Okay, very little earning, but he could make with whatever savings, two of us, me and my brother, an engineer from Reputation Institute. They could not and did not keep much money for us, but ensured that we don't need their money either. Okay, that is your responsibility as a parent. Be wherever they are. I am sure they will be very proud with what me and my son, my brother has achieved. Your destiny is in your hand. You have to be worthy employee, worthy leader, worthy son or daughter, worthy husband or wife, worthy parent, and a worthy citizen of India. I am very happy to share my career journey and life lessons of 3.5 decades with you, the future leaders of our country. Wish you all the success in your professional and personal life and achieve all your personal and professional goals and dreams. And thank you. I am now open for questions. And before I send some some presentations I will share, which I have learned. But anyway, I will share that. But if you have any question, next 5 minutes or any comments, if you think that I have shared some of the good things for you, maybe you can make a comment. Or if you have any question, you can ask me.
Thank you so much, sir. We are sure that your session is beneficial for students to pursue their journey in manufacturing industries. With the permission of speaker, I, Professor Rameshwar Chavan, request participants to ask their questions. Sir, we are having some questions.
Okay, because I am unable to see because it is better you tell me, because going to the...
Okay, sir, the first question is from Professor P.G. Taur, sir. What are the key technologies a mechanical engineer as a fresher should know? What are the key technologies a mechanical engineer as a fresher should know?
If you see, technology means it is again depends upon, there are so many domains nowadays, okay, and earlier also it was there. If you see the industries, we have auto component industries, automotive industries, we have power segments, okay, we have the general engineering, different products, you have hydraulic and pneumatic products, you have machine building, okay, and then you have maybe the pharma sector, you have the FMCG goods, you have food and beverage industries. So there are many products and which we are using our manufacturing knowledges. Remember that you produce anything, ultimately you need machines. So mechanical engineer will be required in every department, every company, whether it is an electrical company or FMCG or mechanical company, irrespective of the type of products, the mechanical engineers will be required. Okay, there is no doubt. Now the fact is what line you choose. If you see that automotive may be an always evergreen industry, and the few years also it will be there. Okay, then power segment also growing nowadays. A lot of power segment people are coming. So power, railway, in this thing. And the new segment which has come nowadays is the defense and aerospace, which was not popular in our days, but nowadays it is very popular and it has a great future. So in that case, you may have to overall, you should have the basic understanding of the processes. Like as I told you, the machining, both conventional machining and the CNC machining, and the fabrication. Okay, those things will be required wherever you go. It will be required. The heat treatment, the surface treatment, the assembly, sub-assembly processes. So those things will be required. Casting, forging, everywhere it will be required. But the product you choose, it is your choice. That yes, these are the emerging markets. These are the growing markets. As I told you, the automotive, the power segment, the defense and aerospace. These are the growing segments. So and the always will be having what is that called, the value in the future. So people can choose this and do some study also about this, what I told you from my experience. And machine building also, machine tool builders also will be there. As long as automotive segments are there, these segments will be there. Another part, suppose a person decides to go for the marketing route, just I am saying. Suppose somebody says, okay, I want to go marketing route. Then the industries where the marketing is very strong, required, those companies will be the chosen few, like FMCG company. Like my daughter decided to go for marketing role. She did an MBA in marketing. So if somebody decides to go for marketing, then the fast moving goods, that is FMCG sector, the Hindustan Lever, the Colgate Palmolive, the Pidilite, and those maybe the ITC. So those companies will be preferred companies. Here, marketing department has a lot of value. Just I am saying. If somebody wants that I want to go for a project because I like project management, then in that case, the continuous manufacturing, cement manufacturing companies, continuous manufacturing, or the Engineers India Limited, or the development consultants, or the L&T, that kind of organizations will value you because you are strong in the project management. So it depends upon the choice of the individual, what they want to go for, and accordingly, they can choose the department and the functions. But the basic, told you the basic operations, the machining, fabrication, heat treatment, surface treatment, assembly, sub-assembly, machine building, that remains same irrespective of the organizations.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next question is from Professor Punewale, sir. What initiative should be taken from government bodies to promote excellence in manufacturing?
In my opinion, this is my personal opinion, again, that they already have a body called CII. Okay, they have a body called IMTMA. They also have a body called National Productivity Council. Okay, and they have something called ACMA. So there are many individual bodies. And nowadays I am seeing that they are trying also through National Productivity Council to focus on the implementation of Lean and Six Sigma and in some MSME industries. But in my opinion, that there should be a special focus for the MSME industries, and they should form more and more clusters. They have left it to the individual bodies, because I do not see IMTMA or the CII they are doing cluster formation. But some ACMA, they are doing cluster formation, but mostly for the automotive. Okay, NPC, they are doing some cluster formation, but I do not know their reach and the quality of training and whether they have been able to attain, what is that called, retain many good consultants also. I don't know, whatever. So my focus will be, it should be cluster approach, and government can form clusters, auto component cluster, FMCG cluster, okay, or maybe the power sector cluster, cutting tool cluster, and accordingly they should form clusters, more and more MSME organizations, and employ some good consultants or body to promote those cluster formation. Then with the cost-effective way, many good practices can be introduced across the India. That is what my thought process.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question is from our student. Yes. Sir, can we take certifications in third year of mechanical engineering in Six Sigma?
Yes.
What should be the path in these certifications?
The path will be, suppose if you want to engage me, then like many companies have, like IIT, they have the Six Sigma course. Okay, like many IIM, all IIMs, they have the Six Sigma course now. Many good MBA colleges like MDI Gurgaon, I know. Other than IIM, I'm talking about IIM anyway. They have MDI Gurgaon, they have their Six Sigma course. There's a SCM HRD Pune, Symbiosis, they have a Six Sigma course. So they have employed various people also. Okay, so if you want to employ me, then in that case, like other institutes, I have to develop a course, Six Sigma Green Belt course, which will be a 40 hours course. It will be a part of elective subject. So the people from not only mechanical engineering, like electrical engineering, or your MBA classes. So not only engineering, but MBA classes. If you are starting MBA, they also can join. And this will be elective course for 40 hours, Green Belt. Okay, course, because there are many multiple courses, Green Belt, Black Belt, Master Black Belt. But you have to start the initial one. You cannot go for Black Belt, and nobody, IIM, IIT, they go for the Black Belt. you have to go for green belt. It is about 40 years course, 40 hours course. People have to do a project in industry. Okay, they have to take help from people like us or professors to engage in a industry to do a project. It can be part of the internship also. And then once they learn the training and complete a project, then the university yourself, like IIM, MDI, IIT, you can give a certificate, no problem, as a certified green belt. 6 Sigma. That way you can give.
Surely, sir, we'll definitely think about this. Okay. Next question is from Praveen Mahadik, sir. How Corona pandemic has affected mechanical industry?
No, I think it has affected, no doubt about it, because your productivity will be a big hit because you are unable, because a mechanical engineering industry, there are various resources. Man is a resource, correct? Money is a resource, and the infrastructure and the machine is a resource, correct? So sitting at home without a machine is always a difficult part, because IT companies, they can do, no doubt about it. Okay. But people have found some challenges, maybe find out some ways and means to handle that. But some companies, I will say definitely they have been hit badly in the initial period, no doubt, because there was a stricter lockdown, no doubt about it. But still I have found that particularly two-wheeler industries, the four-wheeler industries, other than the basically what is that called the big vehicle, they have been successful to retain their output and the margin also. Because if you see, the share market of Bajaj has gone up value. The share value has, the Hero Honda has gone up, and their productivity has not come down. They have increased more because they focused on the export, not only in India. So they have focused more on the export, so that their dependency on the Indian market they have reduced. And because they have focused on the export, they could manage their utilization of the resources, including the machines, from time to time, and not suffered that way. But definitely, MSME industries have suffered without fail. But I think now they have come up in last 3-4 months. It is opening up, and they are able to do even with the less this thing. But the focus will be always productivity and cost reduction. No choice for next 2 years.
Okay, sir. Next question is from Professor JB Sheikh. Which field is best for future in mechanical engineering?
Most of the mechanical engineers are now shifting towards IT. That is the problem. They are going towards IT because IT has a better service provider than the engineers. This thing I have seen 80% of my friends are in the IT field. That is the problem so far also. But nowadays, mechanical engineering companies also, they are paying equally well than the IT field. They are not paying less. Now, many mechanical engineering companies, they are paying IT equal to IT field also. So, in my opinion, the choice should be, if you are really interested in that mechanical engineering field, should be the aerospace and the defense. That is the emerging market. A lot of things will happen. Automobile will always be a green, this thing will be there for always, it will be this thing. And also the power segment. So a lot of power segment, the infrastructure segment are coming out. So focus maybe for my, which I have understood, maybe the aerospace and defense, automotive and the power segment and the infrastructure segment. These three will be the major service provider in future also, because they are big companies. Okay, so they will be always the major service providers in future also. So infrastructure mean all, it can be mining, minerals, and continuous improvement, structure, all kinds of infrastructures, what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Next question is from Professor U.S. Patil, sir. Whether implementing Six Sigma helps industry to bring their products and service to world-class level?
Yes. That is why when Six Sigma started in 1988, 1985 by Motorola in USA, because they were in a big trouble. That is why then only they started Six Sigma. And one person, they helped them called Michael Harry. Anyway, so then the very big American companies, they started, like Caterpillar. Okay, they started. Okay, then the Honeywell, they started. But it became more popular when the GE started in 1995. The Jack Welch, the CEO of GE, he decided that it is a mandate for GE. It is a huge company, you know. GE is a worldwide company. So wherever you are, which part of the world you are, you have to learn and implement. So becoming a green belt is a mandate in GE that time. And now also it is like that. So it is a hugely popular one. And all their suppliers, they asked to learn Six Sigma. So with that, they could save. And then because GE started practicing, and all other companies across the world, they started practicing. And now also, many companies, as I told you, they are practicing where I have worked, like ABB, Saint-Gobain, Kennametal. So many companies they practice. And where I have not worked also, many Indian companies, Reliance, Wipro, okay, Indian companies I'm talking about. And they are practicing. Aditya Birla Group, they are practicing and getting a lot of benefits by practicing Six Sigma.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question from Aditya, one of our students. How to stay motivated all time? How to stay motivated all time?
Remember your parents, remember your teachers, and remember your goals that I want to achieve. I want to be a CEO at the age of 45. That will remain you motivated. Forget about outward. People will disturb you, belittle you. All those things will happen. You have to accept that. Don't get carried away. Don't get disheartened. Don't go into depression. That is not advisable at all. Just remember your goal. That by 25, after 25 years, I want to be CEO or the Asia Pacific head. That is your goal. That's all. That will allow.
Thank you, sir.
All this thing.
Next question is from SY mechanical student. Sir, what are the qualities you think that were in you to be in manufacturing sector for more than 30 years?
My qualities, I have already shared with you. Already I have shared my advices, my learning. So all those things I have shared with you, and which I have pursued in my career. Focus on learning, focus on contribution. Okay, avoid temporary setbacks. Do not expect too much from others. Develop good network, and make your CV resume stronger only by doing more and more, and create your own self identity and market value. Don't depend on the market ups and downs. Your competency will take you through.
Okay, another question is, sir, from student. Sir, how do you handle the failures in life?
I told you, I always, because all my father's this thing, or my mother's sacrifices, I remember. All my guidance of my parents, or my teachers, or my gurus, I remember. And I also my support system of my family. I know that I cannot fail them. So what may, I have to be successful. So that has been the driving factors for me to be whatever. I am not saying I am a great leader or a great achiever, but still, I have not even thought to reach that far also. When I started my career, my boss was the DGM. So I thought DGM was my ultimate goal. So that was before 30s. But at 40s, I thought maybe I can become VP when I became GM. But anyway, so that is the way it happens. And that is why also I advised you that don't make a mistake like me, that you please have your career goal, your life plan now, that after 10 years, where you will be, 15 years, where you will be. Make a plan and then take advice from people and make an overall plan and then pursue that plan to become or achieve that dream for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sir, the last question, I'll take one last question. What do you think about IoT and its future in mechanical industry?
It is very important, in my opinion, wherever field you are, whichever field you are, you have to learn the emerging techniques, no doubt about it. This Lean and Six Sigma and TPM, TQM, these are very good techniques, and many of the Indian companies, they do not know also. Many, that is what I think. So, but this is industry 3, in my opinion, okay? Industry 4 is this, all those things. But unfortunately, many people are going with this name. I want to have this industry 4. I want to implement IoT. I want to have this, all this computation. But the unfortunate part is they are not strong in the basics. They are not strong in the practices like Lean Six Sigma or good practices in planning, production, quality. But they are jumping towards industry 4. That will not help. That is, without a strong foundation, you will not be able to success in IoT. But that is why IoT you learn. But please learn the foundational tools. Learn the best practices first. And along with that, you learn IoT. And once you implement these good practices, basic things in the industry, then you bring IoT and industry 4. And that will be the additional benefit. Remember, that is the way you should think it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now we'll move towards the vote of thanks. I, Professor Rameshwar Chavan, feel immense gratitude to express vote of thanks for this inspired talk. My first and foremost thanks to Mr. Majumdar sir for his sharing a glorious journey as an industry professional, leader and consultant in various top multinational industries. We respect your learning and efforts, sir. We thank you for sharing your valuable thoughts on rights, attitude, behavior to be successful in the industry. My special thanks to Dr. Ullah Shurkar sir for his guidance on each step, for smooth cooperation and conduction of this Inspire Talk series. My sincere thanks to our patron, Shri Prakash Solanke, President, Marathwada Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Shri Salim, Sheikh Salim Sheikh Ahmad, Vice President, MSPM Mandal, Shri Satish Chavan, Secretary, MSPM Mandal, and all management for their support and motivation to conduct such activities. I take this opportunity to thank Professor P.G. Torsar, Head Mechanical Engineering Department for his continuous support, help, and motivation for successful conduction of this Inspire Talk. I extend my gratitude towards all head of department and all faculty members for their smooth cooperation and participation. I also thank organizing committee members Professor Deepak Gopekar, Dr. Sachin Agrawal, Professor Amit Pal Singh Punewale, Javed Sheikh, and Praveen Mahadik for this Inspire Talk. I thank Mr. Gopal Gurukul for his technical help. Last but not the least, big thanks to all the students who have actively participated in this session. Faculties are requested to fill the feedback form which is posted in the chat box. With the permission of the speaker and director, sir, I declare this program is over. Thank you, one and all.
Okay.
Wear mask and get vaccinated.
Okay.
Thank you.
Professor Deepak, you are there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So what I will do, these are 3 presentations because it is already more than 1 hour now. So 3 presentations which are inspiring presentations. I will mail you, and then that also you can share with your students or other professors also. So after this program, I will mail you these 3 presentations, 3 inspiring presentations. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So now, can I now leave these presentations? I think.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you,
So thank you
you,
very
sir.
much, and I hope some value addition for the students. And I wish you all the best. Thank you once
Thank
again.
you,
Sir.
Thank
Surely,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.